Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and today I am finally doing the long-awaited Q&A video that you guys have been asking for. So out of all the questions you guys got, we picked out 20 of the most commonly asked ones, and so we're going to answer those for you today.
Was it 20?
20, it's only 20.
Oh, I thought that was less than 22 that we used to look at.
Yes. Ready?
Alright, yep.
The first question is, what is the hardest thing about being parents?
The hardest thing about being parents.
I think the hardest thing about being a parent is like you have to figure out what's good for this other person, but this other person is an entirely different person that can't talk. You don't know their personality quite yet. You don't know what they like.
It's like trying to figure out what's wrong.
Yeah.
Like she started.
The guessing game.
Yeah, she started teething lately. I think the teething situation is probably the most hardest thing to deal with as a parent.
The most hardest thing that we've come to with her so far.
Yeah, definitely. So far it's the teething part because it's like you don't know what to do to stop or
and then it's
jail,
like barely any medicine. And I also read that online that or jail has something in it that can cause some real bad disease. So we guys look at it.
Oh, okay.
It's like all over the internet. Do not use Orgel.
I didn't look
not
at
Orgel, but like do not use benzo, whatever's in that shit. Do we want more children? Yeah.
Yeah, I would say yeah, but eventually, I'ma definitely say at least 5 years.
Yeah.
It's gonna have to be at least a cool 4 or 5 years.
5 years is good.
Before we reconsider.
You do want another kid, preferably a boy.
Yeah, I wanted a boy originally, but you know I was happy with what I got.
I told him it was gonna be a girl, so he got his own hopes up.
Yeah, but now all we need is a boy to complete the unity.
Yes. How did we meet? So we met. Let me tell you the story. Basically, I had went to middle school with one of his very good friends, and his friend really liked me, and in his head we had some relationship. So I'm living in Vegas with my mom at this point, like when I was in middle school, and he hits me on Facebook like, hey, what's up, like my friend's trying to get with you, whatever, and I'm like,
in middle school?
Ew. Yeah, that was middle school. That was eighth grade.
No, because you came to the school at the beginning of 10th. You didn't come when you were still in 9th grade.
You hit me up when I had first moved to Vegas, and I remember being like, anyways, I just moved to Vegas, so.
No, that couldn't be the case because I didn't fuck with him in the 8th grade.
When did you meet him?
In the 9th.
Well, in the 9th grade,
yeah.
He hit me up on Facebook and was like, my friend likes you, whatever, and I was like, ew, like get the fuck out of my inbox. I don't know you, I don't like your friend. And I was hella rude to him. And
yeah, she was rude as fuck, and I wasn't even like, she was just an asshole.
Well, that's because this friend had been trying to get people to hook us up for the longest. Mind you, I've known this friend for sure since the 6th grade. So it's been that many years of him telling people that we had something. Like, get the fuck over it. I don't even know you, bro.
Yeah, but she was rude to me though. She could have just told me like, hey, nah, you know, nah, he's weird, whoop-de-whoop, all this other little stuff. And I would have been like, all right, well, shit, my bad. Because when she was the asshole to me about it, I still wasn't the asshole back.
Yeah, you were sweet. I'm sorry.
Yeah, and then,
And then I moved back to California in the 10th grade, well, summer of 9th to 10th grade. And I ended up going to this school that he was going to, surprisingly.
Yeah, so I walked into school one day, and then, lo and behold, the asshole from Facebook is not going to our school, guys.
Yeah, and that's how we met. If there was an ideal state or city that we could raise our family in, what would it be, where would it be, and why?
Can we say country?
Whatever.
Can we say country?
Place.
London. That is my go-to
Okay, there's
place.
no backstory to that, so give a little bit.
Alright, so I say London because I moved to London when I was 15 and I stayed out there till I was 18. And I love everything about it. The only thing that sucks is the weather, but you get used to it. But the culture, the diversity, and the food, it's like everything is down to the root. You know, it's authentic and it's heavy accents. They've been there for a few years. So like no Taco Bell. Yeah, no, I've never seen a Taco Bell out there. It's like real food. So I love it, and I would love to go back and raise my family out there.
And I like London. I've visited London one time in my life. I'm more for Paris because I have a lot of family in Paris, and when I was growing up, my grandma used to take me every year before she got sick, so I got really familiar with Paris and like my family out there, and I just for the same reason, not so much because of what you just said, but just like the culture is so different. Like instead of like 7-Elevens in California, there's like 7-Elevens on every corner, or liquor stores. There's like actual bakeries, and it's just like a more slowed down pace of life, if that makes sense.
Yeah, I get
you know what I'm saying? Like,
because out here everything is fast.
Yeah,
It's
and out there it's like
big
people
city.
literally enjoy. You know, when I was touring, actually, when I went to, I think, Italy or somewhere with my school, they shut the whole like city down. Everything's closed for that time.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't like that.
Well, you're not. Well, that's what I'm saying, because we're so used to, I need to be open when it's open, but everybody out there knows that shit closes down because it's not.
It closed down for like an hour or something.
Yeah. The craziest thing we've ever done together. We've done some crazy stuff.
I could say one of the coolest things we did. Well, not cool, but like, you know, I guess off was Vegas when we walked. So
The craziest thing
we was
we've
in
ever
Vegas.
done, yeah.
We were in Vegas and we were on the strip and we was drinking. Like,
No, that's another story time. Answer the question. Craziest thing we've ever done was walk
We probably
about
walked
7 or 8 miles.
It was like a cool hour and a half, maybe 2 hour walk. Walking from like the strip all the way back to where we lived at, which is really, 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 really far at like 4 o'clock in the morning.
Mm-hmm.
By the time we got in the house, the sun was coming up.
Yeah, well, that's probably not the craziest
That's
thing.
not the
but,
craziest
like,
thing,
That's the
but-
most memorable, like, ridiculous thing I've ever done.
Yeah.
How did you feel about me being a dancer?
I hated that shit. I hated it with a passion. She probably used to, when we used to come home every night, I'd have like a low key like, ugh.
For me?
Yeah.
Why?
Just cause I knew you was in a fucking strip club dancing for a bunch of random ass dudes. So I didn't like it at all. And the only reason it was acceptable at the time is just because, you know, we was in Vegas, we needed the money, it was the quickest job, and you know, we was trying to get our own place and stuff, and all of this stuff that was going on, it was like the quickest, easiest money, you know, so that's the only reason it was cool. And I was still trying to find a job, because I can, but I wasn't gonna go turn into a stripper, you feel me? But I was looking for a job still, so I was like, that was really the primary source of income, so
Yeah.
I wasn't pimping her out, show off for people that's been saying it, but it was just, I didn't like it.
It was a do what you need to do to get where you need to be. What's the hardest thing about being together? So like, what's the hardest thing about being with me? The hardest thing about being with him, I would say, is that I was like raised like different than he was, like with a lot different values, different morals, and like things like that. And so sometimes like we clash, because like I'll be like, just call the police, and he'll be like, we don't fuck with the police.
Right.
And I'm like, that's what they're here for. And he's like, hell no, we handle that shit on our own.
Yeah, right, real talk. It's definitely different dynamics, you feel me? Like I would deal with someone completely different way, and she'd be like, yeah, no, blah blah blah, we just gonna do it this way, and I'm like, hell no, we don't do that. But I think the hardest thing about being with her is that kind of, but the car. Alright, the car. The car in the bathroom, she fucking destroys the car in the bathroom on the regular. I'm talking about, I probably clean the car at least once a week, you know, and when need to be, probably twice a week. No, the baby has nothing to do with it. None of it's the baby stuff. All the baby stuff is usually in the bag, in her diaper bag, or right next to her. It's literally shoes, heels, makeup, garbage. Like, bro, everything is everywhere. And then what she also likes to do in the car is put her feet up on the dashboard with her shoes on, and it creates black scuff marks across the dashboard. So that, and in the bathroom, when she gets dressed to do her makeup and shit, mind you, she probably takes 3 hours doing that. In the process,
an hour and 45 minutes
she's putting products on the counter and wiping it up off the counter and doing it like, bro, the bathroom gets out of pocket, like out of pocket. And then you walk in when she's done and it's 16 makeup brushes, 4 lipsticks, 3 different kinds of powder everywhere, shit on the floor, his hair is hot curling iron still plugged up. So hers is the dynamic situation, mine is the bathroom and car dirtiness. Yeah, nah, I just busted you up. Let's be real, y'all.
Am I on birth control, and how do you feel about birth control? Yes, I'm on birth control. I have the Mirena implant, and it's supposed to last for 5 years. Yeah.
I fucks with it. I do. Just on the center, like, you know what, that's too much. But look, check this out, alright? If she didn't have birth control, we'd have a lot of little kids running around here right now, alright? Couldn't back out the driveway. So with that being said, birth control positive, seeing as we plan on waiting for more kids. So
how do we overcome our biggest obstacles?
Talk about it. Talk it out.
Yeah, we like argue first,
yeah.
And then about 20 minutes later, somebody would come back and be like, that shit went down like wrong.
Right,
and I'm sorry, and like, this is what I meant.
We have a conversation about it and then come to a level of understanding.
Yeah.
We just both got big tempers, so it flares fast.
So
initially
and then we calm
it has
down. To be a big deal.
Yeah, right.
Before we both realize that it's probably not that big of a deal. Do you think we had a good friendship before we had the baby?
Okay, so look, she thinks that we were not friends. Oh wait, no, that's too far back. A good friendship before we had a baby? Hell yeah. Hell yeah. We was lit.
Because we were together for a year and a half before I got pregnant.
Right.
So I didn't just like, you know.
Yeah, it was like
done. We were together for a year and a half.
For a long time.
And
those, I could definitely say, when we was together for that year and a half, those are actually some of the littest and best times of my life. Like real talk. Like, and all in all,
we had so much fun.
We had hella fun.
We still have a lot of fun, but like we made so many memories, and like since the day that me and Bar linked back up, we haven't been apart for probably more than
a week. And that was just when we lived in different places.
Yeah.
But otherwise, it's shit. I go skate down somewhere for a long time, she gonna be right there with me. We had a good friendship, and we was lit and had hella fun. So yeah.
Like almost like I say that he's my best friend, like over my husband and my boyfriend and all that shit. Like,
right.
Yeah, where's your dream vacation?
My dream vacation?
My allergies are.
My dream vacation? Where would I go if I could go anywhere?
If I can go anywhere, I would go to Tokyo. I mean, that's like I feel like when you say vacations, like like a relaxing time, but I don't like to go to beautiful places and just relax.
Fucking lay down on the beach and drink.
I want to go do shit. So I would say the most littest one that I'm kind of looking forward to do
Tokyo for sure.
is Tokyo, because first of all, they have the real Mario Kart.
Bro, no, let's just, it's period. Everything in Tokyo